This week, Rush have got their own spot on the Wheel of Fortune. Will the Rush Army get lucky?
And Alex is going to inflict another 80s track on me, so that's good.
Hello.
Hey, welcome. Hello. How are you doing?
Good. Long time no see.
I know. You know, it's terrible, really. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Probably a lot better.
I'd probably get my laundry done or something really dull like that. So
well, you know how the Wheel of Fortune came for churches and gave me a 1980s track.
I know, and are we going Stone Roses again?
No, I've delved deeper and I've gone for bigger hair.
Bigger hair?
For bigger hair. Those,
not hair rock.
A hair rock. Those below know what it is, but for you, it's Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child O' Mine. So you can't really get any more 80s, but it does have a really good solo in.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You ready?
Okay, well, let's give it a go and then see where we're at.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get me headphones. You ready? Okay. I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
This one's for Axel.
Tell me when.
Are you ready, big boy?
I'm ready.
I know, that's your problem. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Oh, that is a classic opener.
I love that bass.
Away
That's like the perfect rock song, isn't it? You know, that is like the perfect 80s big hair rock song.
It's good. It's great.
It is good. And like he was, you know, Axl Rose, amazing, but looks totally different from what he looks like now.
He's got a hell of a vocal range.
Yeah, well, he did, that's for sure. Yeah. And they were so big. They were like, you know, they were a huge band.
I read up a little bit on it. Apparently, Slash loathes that song because that bit, that riff, that's his finger exercises.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they were waiting, or they were in some rehearsal room, and he was doing finger exercises. And then, you know, someone did a call and then, and build a song around it. And then, you know, the next day, I think, you know, Axl, you know, wrote some actually quite endearing lyrics. But you know, for him, it was meant to be a throwaway. It was a finger exercise, and it turned out to be one of their biggest hits. So he kind of made a mockery of everything he was trying to do.
Wow, I thought it's a great track, and that album, Appetite for Destruction, was just an amazingly good album. You know, I mean, there's a couple of other tracks on there we should check out at some time because they are really good. Funny you should do the Guns N' Roses. Like a friend of ours, Terry, down here in LA, who's a mad keen guitarist, and he was hanging out on the Sunset Strip at the time of all this. For those who don't know, in LA, there's the Sunset Strip. There's a whole load of clubs and bars. And it was the center of the big hair rock 80s scene. And I missed it by, I don't know, 20 years or something. But it was, and he used to hang out. He knew people who were in the band. He knew people who knew people at in Guns N' Roses. And so he posted some pictures on Facebook of him. They were doing like a video shoot, and they were like a rent-a-crowd, right? Really early days at what's now called the Viper Room, but I think it's called something else. And he got pictures of him like young in the front row, just like going like this in front of Slash and things, because they all knew each other. And it was super cool. You know, it was like
I read a little bit on their background. They weren't mucking about. They really did live it for a bit.
Oh yeah, they totally lived it. Were like,
It's not all fake and rent. They really did for a bit. They really did live it.
Yeah, no, they're proper. And another one of my favorite places in LA. Did I ever take you to Cantor's Deli? Did you ever go there?
Is that the stuff with the sawdust on the floor?
No, that's somewhere else. No, Cantor's Deli's down on Fairfax, and it's a 24-hour like Jewish deli with it's a really cool vibe, and it's open 24 hours a day. And next to it, part of it has a bar called the Kibbutz Room. I believe Guns N' Roses used to hang out there. And if you still now to this day go there at like 3 o'clock in the morning after a night out, there's the craziest crowd of people who are hanging out in Cantor's Deli. And so if you're visiting LA, it's definitely a spot. And the other one, I could
tell how middle-aged and how from San Francisco I am in Marin. I was looking at Slash thinking, God, he looks like my Labradoodle. You know, I mean, perfect hair, you know. Slash's mum dressed Bowie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Was a dresser for Bowie, yeah.
I mean, Slash looked awesome in his hat. I love his
British.
Hat.
He's British, Slash.
Oh, that's right, isn't he? Where was he from?
Up north somewhere, but that's why he's such a good guitarist, you see? Because he's British.
Controversial.
Came over here, got his teeth straightened, got a big old buckle and a top hat.
Oh, wow, yeah. Done well for himself, the lad.
Done well for himself. The boy did well. You know? Right then.
Okay. So is this scoring time then?
It is time for banger or wanger.
Wanger.
Okay.
Hello. Excellent. Right. I've got my strip. Now that was a studio recording, wasn't it?
That was a studio recording.
So we're blue pen time on this one.
So knowing Axl Rose, will we ever get this one published out? You know what I mean? Or will we get clamped down, you know?
I think, it may never see the light of day, this, so, you know.
All right,
okay.
So
what are we talking? We are talking...
Look, the one that's really knocking me off is having the Foo Fighters up there. What score did they get?
The Foo Fighters?
Can we just pull them off?
No,
I mean, in a non-sexual way. In a non-sexual way.
They were Foo Fighters 17.6.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know. Actually, I don't know. All right, I'm going.
Okay, so what's the score on this? I mean, let's face it. This is one of the most iconic rock songs of the 80s. It was the sound of so many things, and it was great. I'm good for a good score on this one. I think I'm gonna give it like a 9, at least a 9 on this one. 9.0 for me, for sure.
Balls, really? I think the songwriting was okay. The production was pretty good. I like the key change.
Remember, I'm an old rocker.
Yeah, but the hook, it was basically 90% Slash. The hook at the beginning and the solo. That alone, actually, the solo, I would have, as a recognizable solos, is probably in the top 50 solos of all time, which gives it a good score. I'm gonna go for an 8.7.
8.7. So that's a 17.7 then, is that right?
17.7, okay.
17.7, is my math right? Someone check me. Got a computer? So
the Laser Schoolboard Mark II has got an inbuilt computer.
Right, cool. Okay, so where is 17.7? It's above the Foo Fighters. It's above the Foo Fighters. Now, it's exactly the same as Oasis. So is it above or below Oasis?
Well, being British, they're below Oasis. And in a fight, who would win? We got Liam and Noel versus Axl and Slash. It's going to be a pretty good fight, actually.
Yeah, I think Oasis boys would fight dirty.
I think they would. But actually, they got done, didn't they, for having a fight with Oasis were on tour, and in the bar was a group of real estate agents, and there was a massive fight with them, and they all got in trouble. But apparently, the real estate agents whipped their ass. So there you go.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, that shows what a cutthroat business it is with being a real estate. So,
okay,
excellent. All right. So that was your 80s. So, are we going to spin the wheel to find out what you've got to pick next time?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
time for
Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so.
Is it going to be Rush?
We have now got a Rush segment in there because the Rush Army, they're here and they're hassling us out. Only Rush and Floyd have got their own segments. We've taken medieval
folk rock
out. I'm tempted to put in Viking metal next, but at the moment it's Rush. So are you ready? So this is going to be my next tune.
This is your next tune. Do it.
All right.
Give it a big spin.
All right. 3, 2, 1. It is
prog
rock.
Prog rock. Excellent. That's got to open up some possibilities.
Could someone please suggest a good prog rock down there? And
it's going to be Rush, isn't it?
No, Rush have their own section. But I know nothing about Yes. I've never even listened to Yes. I don't. I know enough about. No, I don't know. Someone.
Who else is there? Like Dream Theater or. I never could get into Dream Theater. I just don't quite get it. Honestly.
Can I just move it one on to?
No, you're prog. That's it. That's all you.
Okay, well,
all right.
Prog it is. Next time it's prog.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Wheel of Fortune.
Lovely job.
Swiftly on to
wrapping it up with
the Cozy Corner.
Cozy Corner.
All right. So, for those who don't know, Cozy Corner is when our subscribers write into us, and I have a letter here.
Do you, really? And okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I like your letters. Okay.
Well, it's not me.
Okay. Who's your letter from there?
We have a letter from Brian in Winchester.
Is it really Brian from Winchester?
Dear Thamesman, I am really enjoying your channel on these cold, dark, lonely nights in Winchester.
Okay. All right.
Alex. Thank you. I think you are amazing and a total natural. You are a shining star and the main reason I watch the channel. Thank you, Brian, from Winchester.
It's amazing how he says that, really, isn't it?
However, I have a few questions about your co-host, and I'm hoping you can answer.
Oh, great. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
I find her oddly attractive and just the sort of woman who could keep the winter chill at bay. All I can say, there's been a strange stirring at the top field that hasn't been felt for many years. She looks like she could do an honest day's work and has hands that could milk a cow dry. Just the sort of buxom woman a man like me admires. Could you tell me if she's romantically involved? All the best, Brian from Winchester. Well, Brian from Winchester, I'm very sorry, but George is not available at the moment, but we do appreciate you writing in.
Thank you. I think Brian's got the wrong idea, and maybe I need to not shave as much or something.
Well, I think maybe it was your episode where you got your long hair out. It does confuse.
Oh, it's confusing. Yeah. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Brian, for the. It's always nice to be admired from afar, but that's creepy.
So it's nice to have hands that can milk a cow dry within seconds.
Well, we're country boys. We know these things. So yeah. Well, excellent.
Good.
Well, thank you, and we'll leave it there on that note, I think. And so prog rock, good luck, and Thamesmen out.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. God dear me.